Hi there guys, so here I am at the Watergrave Clinic. My name is James Carolyn. I'm one of the massage therapists here in the clinic here in Teddington. Okay, so people tend to ask me how I work, some of the techniques that I use, and one of the things that people tend to ask me is regards to posture, because I'm known in some places for for giving a very strong massage, and there are times when I've worked for like a long periods of time, for maybe anything up to maybe 6, 7, even 8 hours, and still being able to be consistent with the amount of pressure that I give. Okay, so part of it is the fact that I keep active. I think all massage therapists should be involved in being active in terms of exercising, either doing the right sort of strength conditioning training. Cycling, swimming, running, so cardiovascular and strength training, along with some flexibility and mobility drills like yoga and Pilates as well, and also good body mechanics. So this is what I'm going to cover with you over this session. I'm just going to show you mainly two of my favourite stances that I work with. Especially when I'm working on a table. Working on the floor is a bit different, but these are my two main stances that I like to use, and they've kept me in good stead for almost 15 years now. God, it hasn't been that long. Okay, so this is what it looks like. The first one I'm going to show you is a lunge stance. So if I'm going to be working with my left hand is going to be my active hand. I have my left leg in front. And so I tend to put like most of the weight on my left hand. The right hand is either on the client or on the table. So that just helps me to back off the pressure if I need to. But if I need to use very, very strong pressure, or if I need to go all out on a client, then I'll just put down my left hand and sink my weight all the way down. Okay. If I'm using both hands on a client. I don't tend to use effleurage on the back from this angle. I tend to go around here and do it this way, because I feel like I can be equal on both sides this way. The other stance that I tend to use is a very high horse stance. So feet turned out. Weight equally distributed on both feet. Just sink your weight down. So it looks a little something like this. There. And again, I can put my weight through this very, very easily. And I keep my back straight and my shoulders down. So it is very common to see people, even some teachers even do it this way. Whenever people want to apply more pressure onto a client, they tend to use more arms, and what tends to happen is when you start to really sort of concentrate on the client and you keep pressing down, shoulders tend to come up because you want to put more. So this is what tends to happen. So you press down and the shoulders come up. But really, what you need to do is, if you want to apply more pressure, straighten up through the spine and drop the shoulders down. Drop the shoulders down, and you find that without really using much arm strength, you're able to apply a lot more pressure that way. Yeah, and there's other things that I tend to see as well. Other people do, which I find quite uncomfortable myself. When people are doing like one-handed techniques or like kneading techniques, I tend to see something. This so one hand on the hip, and seeing these sort of moves being done. So I find that very awkward. I find that makes you very one-sided, and it tilts the shoulders and the hips. So you become like very imbalanced on a muscular level. I also see other things like this. One foot. So this is a chair that I have here. So I've seen people put like one foot on a chair, just rest their arm on their knee and do like a sort of circular friction type movement with the other hand. So for this, I'm not really too keen on, because I find that all the weight goes on the leg, all the weight goes on the knee there, and the only strength that you have to apply onto the client is just coming from the strength, the muscular strength of the arm. So you tend to wear yourself out quite quickly this way. And also, when people talk about stances and about being ergonomically effective, I think sometimes some people overemphasize the stance and wear themselves out even more. The example I'm going to give is, sometimes you see people think, okay, I've really got to concentrate on my stance, and I've really got to, just think it's all coming from the legs, but they think too much about the legs. And then what happens is sometimes you see people go into like a very, very deep horse stance, like a Shotokan karate type stance. And they do something like this, so the weight's equally distributed on both legs, and they do these sort of movements, or a forearm kneading type movement, but very little weight is actually going into the client, so very little pressure is going into the client, and all the weight is going in through the thighs, and you're really going to burn out the thighs very, very quickly, unless you're very very fit and strong in the thigh muscles there. So what I've really got to say to you is keep your stance practice basic. So there's only 2 stances that I use really. I mean, you can watch all my previous videos when I'm working on real clients. I'm only really doing this one and this one with weight equally distributed on both legs, like so. And that's all I've really needed. Of course, play around with all the other stuff, but yeah, those are the 2 that I use. So yeah, I hope this is helpful. If there's any questions, or if there's anything you want to tell me, please leave comments down below, and I look forward to hearing from you soon. So until next time, take care. Bye.